Marshall, the very first XCOM game was released under the name W. XCOM, A. XCOM Genesis, D. UFO Enemy Unknown, or S. XCOM First Alien Invasion.
So it's UFO Enemy Unknown.
Wow.
Yeah.
You just knew that.
Yeah, well, have fun on the Wednesday quiz. I hope you remember your XCOM lore down pat.
I don't, but how are you on your StarCraft lore? Go on.
Zilch.
Oh, okay, good.
So, on the topic of alien invasions, which of the following is a real XCOM title? Your options are A. XCOM Defiance, W. XCOM Apocalypse, D. XCOM Chimera Strike Force, or S. XCOM First Contact.
Wait a second. Multiples of these, I'm fairly sure. XCOM First Contact is definitely one. XCOM Apocalypse, they've got something that sounds a lot like that. It's like the third or fourth game in the series. And there is something chimerical, I think. I'm less sure about that one. XCOM Defiance. Okay, well, I know XCOM First Contact is one, so I'm gonna go with that.
Oh,
what?
Incorrect. That's not an entry at all, actually.
I think you're actually wrong.
You can go check.
Yeah, video game series. Looking this up live because I almost put it in. Oh. XCOM nope. First Alien Invasion.
Yep. Hey.
Wow.
That we got it, boys.
That is some fucking...
I mean, yeah, it's not a huge spoiler, but the point is that, yeah, there's not a lot of respect given to Joel, the literal main character you play in the first, and not like a... Joel is not like a, terrible person character. Like, here's the thing. There are a lot of video game protagonists that are terrible. I think you would agree.
I would say, yeah, Duke Nukem.
Yeah,
Duke Nukem is not a good person.
How do I put this? Like, if Duke Nukem Forever had started with Duke Nukem being killed and replaced with an entirely different protagonist, that would have been hilarious.
That would have, actually, to be honest with you.
And
especially
in some
given
ways...
the name, especially given the name Duke Nukem Forever, that would have been funny.
And somehow, incredibly on brand. I think it would have been...
The only way that could have been better if it was called Duke Nukem Eternal.
Oh, yeah. I mean, right? I mean, if it had been called Duke Nukem Eternal and literally Duke Nukem dies in the first 10 minutes and you spend the entire game like Metal Gear Solid 2 style playing a different character, just thinking you're going to be playing, like, you're going to go back. You're going to be playing Duke Nukem eventually.
Okay. No, I mean, it would piss off the fan base no end, but no way I could actually see this if, like, the entire idea about the game is that you're basically... is that Duke Nukem is like said that he's going to return. And like over the course of the game, like some sort of cult develops around Duke Nukem. And like...
your final boss is Duke Nukem?
And they're like... Well, no, my final boss is actually like Duke Nukem post-apotheosis. Duke Nukem having been risen to godhood and now interested in destroying the entirety of the world. Yes, absolutely. That sounds amazing.
It's like, of course I want to bring pain and destruction to the world. How else am I going to have kick-ass adventures? It's just like, that's the entire villain motivation, is he wants to fuck over the world so he has something to save.
No, well, actually, I was just gonna say he wants to like blow up things because his entire motivation has always been taking on the biggest enemy. And once society is like saved from alien threats, the biggest enemy is society itself. Like,
well,
like I don't know. It would be widely panned. Absolutely everybody would hate it.
I
I
think it would
actually
gain such a cult following after a few years, though. I think it would.
weirdly, well, ironically in that case, weirdly, I feel like Duke Nukem himself would actually be like completely able to step into that role, and it wouldn't feel like breaking the character too badly, though. Because again, he's not lawful good. That's not his alignment. He is, at best, chaotic neutral. Like, and the game is for me to guess what the input was that generated this prompt.
Exactly.
And so I'm looking at a clown.
That's not the intent, though. I do understand where that's coming from.
I'm looking at a clown in power armor.
Mhm.
And so, or a clown-like character. The setting looks very Doom-ish, but the power armor itself looks like Warhammer 40K, kind of. So I'm gonna get this wrong, but I'm gonna say that this image had the prompt evil clown as a chaos marine in the setting of Doom.
Okay. In fairness to you, I really tried to get the AI to spit out anything that would make this more obvious. This was just one of the better looking images. I definitely see the clown now, but that's not intentional.
The giant red nose is.
Yeah. So the prompt was with a couple of additives for, high quality 4K, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Was Doom guy fighting vampires wearing cloaks. Doom guy holding a chainsaw fighting vampires wearing cloaks.
Okay, so I got the Doom. That's not a chainsaw. Those aren't vampires, and they're not wearing cloaks.
No, it really loves Doom, because the minute you throw Doom in, it's like, yeah, okay, Doom. Here you go, Doom. In fact, this was the most not Doom looking one. That was kind of the problem I was having. It's just by having Doom Guy, it was like, okay, Doom Guy, 24/7. You want Doom Guy? It's like, no, there's other parts of the prompt.
Do you want just unlimited amounts of Doom Guy? This
yeah,
guy,
Misako always just a little.
This looks like it.
Maybe Misako has seen it recently and was like, inspired.
I don't know. I thought it was kind of interesting as I was sort of playing through the two, and I thought that the most interesting sort of insight from all of that was just the fact that it's like neither of them are perfect games.
No.
But even the ways that they're not perfect kind of weirdly play into their theme and sort of like make the game better, even if that wasn't necessarily the intent of the creators. And I think there's maybe a lesson for people out there in the audience for living in their everyday lives too. If you're like struggling to get by, maybe try to look for situations where even your weaknesses are strengths.
Hey, that's a motivational show right there.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, that's solid. So I am curious as well, though, because one of the reasons that that we